just when things were finally looking up. Driving training took a turn. Then, the power went out. Fresh snow brought new hope for sleigh rides, and the crew was feeling optimistic. Of course, that's usually when something decides to make things just a little harder.
We had a lot of wet, heavy snow today, and whenever it does that, it seems like the power goes out. So just trying to get the last of the water into the cube so we can water the horses down in the field, because they need water.
Hi, this is Casey Phillips with Clydesdale Outpost. I was just calling to find out what our estimated time that we will have power back on. The toilets stop flushing, the water stops, people can't take showers. It's just very tough to deal with, especially when you have people getting massages and they want to shower afterwards. Thank you. The cabins are nice because we have fireplaces that run when we don't have power, so you can just snuggle up.
The biggest thing that stresses me out when the power goes out is that we have automatic waterers in the barn for the horses, which most of the time are amazing. When we lose power, we lose the heat source to those automatic waterers, and we also lose all of like the water pressure. Sometimes you can turn the spigot on and you can take whatever water is left in the tanks and use that to fill the water for the outside horses, but then you're taking the water from the inside horses. Do the horses down below get water, or do the horses in the barn have access to water? But a lot of times both of them don't get to have water if the power is out. We don't have any power. The power is out, and it was you actually forgot to turn the coffee pot on before the power went out.
I turned it on. I honestly thought I turned it on, but now we're using the truck to power coffee pot, right, Benny?
Yeah, it says brew or stop. I did press brew.
Okay, I'll try that out.
But that should be. That should have enough power for a coffee machine.
Well, try that inside.
Oh, do I need to press another button?
This is acts of desperation.
I think it's operator error, but...
Thankfully, this power outage was very short. We've had some that have been pretty long and lengthy.
So Paisley came to us already broke to drive, which is super awesome. She knows how to drive single or double, so by herself or with another horse. We had not hooked her up with anyone else just yet. Benny had the idea that Joni and Paisley would look good together because they have, although they're different colors, they have similar markings, which I agree with, but I think that they're like drastically different in size.
Joni, get up there a little bit.
Paisley was walking just way faster than Joni, and Joni was just kind of being like drug along by her. And what I wanted was for them to both work together.
No brakes, you got the no brakes.
I'm gonna give her a little tap when you say it.
All right.
She was not getting that memo.
Asked them to go again, and neither of them wanted to stop, and then they kind of started splitting both the other way, which doesn't work either. They have to stop together, they have to start together, they have to walk in the same stride together. It's always a little bit scary because when you are the driver, you kind of just have to sit there in the seat and resolve the situation from there and kind of let the horses figure it out. I think they did really good together. I think that there is a little bit of a size difference between them, which makes their stride a little different. So I don't think that Joni is actually the best match for Paisley. I think someone like Destiny or Margaret, who's a little bit bigger and leggier, will work better. I would really love to hook her with a Vendetta. Have two black beauties would be the most ideal thing for me. They get their grain in the morning and in the evening. So first thing in the morning and last thing. And they will always let you know when you are late. Does anyone else want to know that I'm too pregnant and I can't fit in any of my clothes? So Benny gave me his snow pants. And look at, I barely fit in them too. So our barn is complete open face layout. So the horses can come into the barn and go out of the barn whenever they like. And there's no stalls in there. So there's hay feeders, and then there's 8 different stations where the horses can eat grain.
What's like this?
And because there's no stalls in there, it can kind of be like a little bit of organized chaos when you're trying to feed them. For the most part, they kind of know where they eat. Like they have their little assigned stations that they eat at, but there's always 1 or 2 of them that decides, I need to eat my food really fast and then go eat my friend's food. I feel like any little something that's different, like even just you standing there filming, they're like, but for the most part, this has been working. And normally what Helena does is she kind of stays over here and then she goes all the way around, and then she comes in the back door and then kicks Rainy off the first feeder. And then once she kicks Rainy off the feeder, then everyone else just kind of goes where they should. But I think she thought I was gonna yell at her, so then she just went away.
Over there in the middle.
But theoretically, you want the pregnant horse to eat in the first feeder and the last feeder. These two horses that are not pregnant, they don't need pregnant lady food. So now it's peaceful.
Power failed, but we didn't. Training endured. The horses were fed. And just when it seemed the day had taken everything, peace returned. Here, life doesn't promise ease. It promises meaning, if you're brave enough to stay. Tomorrow, the work begins again.